Hi, and thanks for stopping in to check out my new video. I'm going to try something different this time. I'm using a screen capture software, and I'm going to use it to show you a website and a document that was shared with me by Kathleen Moore at HABEAS Corpus Canada. This is a website that's owned by a group of lawyers and judges and retired Supreme Court judges, and they are called the Hague Institute for the Internationalisation of Law, National Law in a Global Society. So this group is very interesting to me because I'm currently involved in researching North American Union and world government, and it seems like this group is very interested in those topics as well. Except for I think they see things from a slightly different point of view. Here we have their mission statement clearly displayed on their main page here. The Hague Institute for the Internationalisation of Law is a center of excellence fostering innovative and multidisciplinary research on globalization and internationalization of law. And we go down here and we see some of their latest developments. This one's kind of interesting. Expert meeting on national constitutions and globalization a success. Institute for Global Justice gets the green light. Kathleen sent a document which is the main point of interest here. So I'm just going to flip for, tabs and get right over to the document. And this is a conference that they had in 2008 at the Peace Palace in Hague. Hague is in the Netherlands. I'm sure we'll be hearing more about that place in the days to come. This workshop was based around their theme, Law of the Future, National Law in a Global Society, and it's a inventory and bibliography of an outline of the workshops that they had that day. And I'll just scroll down a little bit. The theme here, the changing role of highest courts in an internationalizing world. It's a pretty interesting theme. And we can see that this workshop had some support, some governmental support, and some support from various universities. We have the Canadian Embassy in the Netherlands, the Dutch Ministry of Justice. So they had some backing for this little session they had, and here's a table of contents. And I'm going to put the link in the sidebar so you can click on it and read this document yourself. It's pretty interesting for those that are following this type of table of contents. Positioning the judiciary in an internationalized world, maintaining legal unity in an internationalizing world. So we seem to have some discussion going on here as to how law fits into this new internationalizing world that we find ourselves being marched towards. This year, the Law of the Future Conference of the Hague Institute for Internationalization of Law will deal with the changing role of highest courts in an internationalizing world. The document before you contains an inventory of the principal challenges which the phenomenon of internationalization is presenting to the highest courts. So this push towards world government, and we could break it down into simplest terms on our continent, North American Union, is presenting problems because it's some of this legislation and the bills that they're trying to pass in order to accomplish this agenda are unconstitutional. And we have here this institute helping out to sort of overcome some of those challenges. We see here where they say highest courts and internationalization is one of the 5 research themes in which HiiL has decided to continue to focus on in the coming years. In the PDF reader like this at the top, there's a search function where you can type in whatever word you want and it'll search the document to see if it has any of those words in that document. Up here I typed in world government, but I'm just going to go to open full reader search. It's a little easier to see where in the document those words occur. And world government fills in automatically. We're going to do a search here, so it looks like 1, 2, 3, 4 instances of the word world government appear in this document. And I'll just scroll up and it highlights them in blue, so you can check that out yourself and you can read up all about what they think about world government, these judges and lawyers who are hard at work trying to harmonize our judiciary for world governance. If we click here, it takes you right to the actual where it mentions world government, and there's a few more here and another one. So I'm just going quickly so you can check this out yourself. I don't want to spoon feed this stuff to you. You can make up your own decisions on what they're talking about here. New search, I'm going to type in New World Order. Let's see if they're talking about that in this document. Okay, conclusions and proposals for debate. This is a new world order, and one in which sovereignty is limited and in which human rights and the rule of law are universal or at least global. More importantly, it is a world in which judges across the globe have a responsibility to protect these basic values. Judicial globalization is a highly valuable corollary to this task, and it will help give the judiciary a global voice, thus fostering the development of the international rule of law. Comparative constitutionalism and the making of a new world order as one of their sources here. The real new world order, foreign affairs. So some very interesting information that these are our legal system is reading about and participating in their spare time. That's all I'm going to show you in the document here, and I'm just going to follow up with some things that Kathleen Moore at Habeas Corpus Canada mentioned about this group. She mentions that one of the people involved is the Secession judge, one of the judges that was involved in the 1998 referendum on Quebec. This judge also retired from the Supreme Court bench. Michel Bastarache, involved with the Hague Institute for Internationalisation of Law, teaching judges how to harmonize their domestic law so the law of all nations converges to form a layer of international law, meaning world law or law of the future, just like what the document talks about. Among the HIiL documents, blatant admission that they are doing this, harmonizing pending world government, world executive, and world judiciary. But it appears to me that here we have another steering committee or focus group made up of, I'd have to say, some pretty big people who are going about their business trying to set up or provide a patchwork that will allow them to forward their New World Order agenda. Not my words, theirs, in their own document here. Thanks for checking this out, and I hope to follow up on this video with more information as I get it. And I just want to say thank you very much to Kathleen Moore again at Habeas Corpus Canada. And thanks to the Hague Institute for putting this information out in the public domain so we can all have a look at it and see what their agenda is all about. More information coming soon.